you introduce yourself? What's your story and what's the journey that's brought you?
It's been quite a journey. So BEN LEGG, you can think of my background in decades because I've got a few. Decade one, I was in the army, so I went straight from school to Sandhurst for officer training, but knowing I'd pick up an engineering degree along the way. So I basically spent 10 years in the Royal Engineers, traveling around the world, building things and blowing things up. Lots of fun doing both. Decade two, I was you could call it big business, I guess. I went from the army to McKinsey as a strategy consultant, officially based in London, in reality all over the world. Then from there to Coca-Cola, did various sales and marketing jobs in Greece, Poland and India. Ended up as the number 2 in Coca-Cola India, running a big turnaround. So that was decade two. Decade three, you could call it maybe big tech or ad tech, it's a bit of both. I joined Google back in London after most of my career abroad. Spent 3 years there, ending up as the COO of Europe. From there, did various COO and CEO roles in global tech companies in Amsterdam, Kansas City, Singapore, New York, in that order. So that was decade three, kind of ad tech, big tech all over the world. Decade four, which is not over, is focused on portfolio careers. About 4 and a bit years ago, I decided I prefer my side hustles to my day job. So I ditched the day job and spun up my side hustles into what I now call a portfolio career. And my portfolio career is kind of 3 things all interrelated. One is working with startups as an angel investor, mentor, board member, consultant. 2 is working with investors, helping them find things to invest in, do due diligence, or maybe educating investors about how things work. And then the 3rd bucket I just kind of call thought leadership. I wrote a book, do the odd speech, and I teach a bit at Oxford University. So that was my portfolio career. That brought us to lockdown, where it turns out lots of other people wanted a portfolio career. So I also launched the Portfolio Collective, which is a global community of people, professionals who have portfolio careers. At its simplest term, a portfolio career just means you make money in multiple ways rather than having one job. People often start off with a side hustle. It might be doing a bit of consulting on the side, helping a startup on the side, angel investing, but it could be a book, it could be something totally different. But in essence, it's starting to think, I'm not an employee, I'm a company, as it were. So that's often the first step. When people go all in, it's often they ditch the day job or they scale it down to 2 days a week or something, and then they start having a whole portfolio of work.